Hope that you are all doing amazing, phenomenal, well, vibrant, all of the good, amazing things that you deserve to be. Um, my name is Latia, study readings on here, as well as you can book them down below. I just want to get straight into it. I wanted to do an ancestor reading because I was talking to my ancestors this morning, as one does, okay? As I was doing the ancestor reading, talking this morning, I was just like, I felt called to do an ancestor reading. I was just like, why not? Because I was thinking about people's relationships with their ancestors. It should be who you are in a relationship. And I feel like sometimes people add on the pressure because they think it's one way. And it's literally just a relationship with your ancestors. And that's as simple as I can put it. Without getting too deep into it, if you want to, there's a reading you can put down below. But it's this energy that I wanted to gather and pull into, because I'm just like, people's relationships are different. And so since they are different, I did want to go ahead and do a pick a card. So there'll be 3 separate cards, all looking like this if you're visual, all from this book if you're like, ooh, you know. So we're going to go ahead and do that and pick 3 cards. As I'm picking, just breathe, ground yourself, and then once I'm done, of course, they'll be down in the description below. I'm going to have to quickly pause, but we'll make sure that we get those set up for you, okay? Let's go ahead and start shuffling. Okay. Has been shuffled. And we'll pause together the number and you decide. Okay. How one? How are ya? How's it going? Now, we chose this card together. Hold your energy, gather the energy. So let's go ahead and see what Spirit has for you, ancestors to be particular. We have creation partnered sex magic. Just to keep it as plain and as clear as the card says. So this is the information for your overall energy with your ancestors. Is if you've been worried about doing things alone, or if you've still been doing things alone when you have a partner, or you feel like you can't rely on your partner. Sometimes it's just getting back to that. And it can be in different ways. I like to say that this is more of an intimacy card, because essentially how it pans out is that they don't see like cards in their own hand until it's amplified or shifted and reflected by someone else. So it's like they even have cards in their own hand that they haven't even played, which is gifts, talents, opportunities, growth, vulnerability, all of this openness. So your ancestors are like, don't hold back from pleasure, whatever that pleasure may be, because it could be actually intimate magic. So let's go ahead and pull that out, because I don't remember if this one has an affirmation or anything. Plus, it's okay in case Spirit wants to send the message. Yeah. We're just not going to play the games. I'm just going to go from the contest, because that's exactly what it's here for, and that is okay. Wow, hilarious. Whoever made this book has a sense of humor. I feel like that's awesome. intimacy, people feel like it's a serious thing. Intimacy is just, and it's crazy because it's this relationship thing. And so your ancestors are like, what we want you to have is, yes, it's great to be, like, I feel like they're saying it's okay to be intimate with other people. I feel like it's giving hermit card energy. Thank you. It's giving hermit card energy, where it's like your ancestors are like, you've been shutting off so much from yourself for so long. And it could be even from your own partners if you are with the partner as well. Where it's like, when have you co-collaborated and created something new, vibrant, pleasurable, open, and vulnerable, and specific to you two coming together, and allowing that to be the substance that builds off the relationship, is you both being able to be yourselves and experience cards in the hand that you never got to. Let me say what it says. It says, there is an affirmation that says, I integrate and accept change, and I align with the cycles of life. Yes. It's this vulnerable, it's getting back to that intimate basic. They're almost like one here. It's funny, they're on page 69 of the Accelerator. It says, this card emerges when you need to collaborate. It says, each person has one hand hidden so as to not show all their cards. It's as if they have talents they do not know of, because they only emerge when working together. So be open and honest with yourself and how you feel about collaboration. Because more often than not, if you have a problem with the partnership, it is a reflection of your inner struggle. Return to creation. Crystal pairing, oh my goodness, get it out. It's fluorite. And that's funny because I decided to put you guys' cards on a mirror. So it's this energy of really having to recognize, are you truly ready for that? And like I said, even when I started this, I said ancestors are a relationship. Are you even ready for a relationship outside of what you feel like it should be? Because if you can't be yourself, you feel like you have to be a certain way to show that you are yourself, that's not a collaboration. That's a confinement. Yeah, we're going to do these cards for you. Because I'm getting like Hermit, I'm getting the Ten of Swords energy. So it could be just a little bit of blocked off energy, and you need that. I feel like I keep hearing pleasure. It's this sacral chakra energy, this allowing yourself to experience pleasure, whatever that means, being able to create, going with that passion, that energy of being like, yes. And I feel like that's what your ancestors have been wanting for you. It's like, no, we don't want you hold off and held up. Let's get into this, Spirit. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, guys. What you got for them? Co-creation. Thank you. Ooh. Yeah. I feel like it's almost like this energy wants to be flipped. But it feels like it's this way because you haven't quite opened yourself up to being vulnerable to experience this. So I feel like the pattern itself is like, okay, once I get to know myself, really get into me, then I'll probably get into a relationship that won't be worth it. And then it's like it's almost like sometimes thinking of relationships as a horrible catalyst moment instead of a vibrant catalyst moment. If you know Terry, you know what I'm saying, but if you don't, just to break it down, this is essentially not recognizing the emotional vulnerability that can expand relationships. This Cups is about emotion. It's that water energy, that deep emotional, I can't even think of it the other word. It's just like, your emotions feel like, okay, it's there. Thank you, Spirit. This vulnerability, this capacity to open yourself up to communication, to being weird around someone. It's like, if you can't do a habit that you feel like, if I do this around someone, they might think I'm weird. And it's like, and I can't be open. It's like, it's almost that energy. It's like you're shielding yourself off, and that also allows the other person to shield themselves off. So it causes this chaotic emotional energy where nobody is really able to see what they truly had. And this card is all about seeing what you don't even know that you have. And so it's like they're ignoring the 2 cups. They're arguing over these cups. So it's like this almost chaotic energy. So instead of, this is almost how it feels now, where it's like the chaos is happens after the rejuvenation. This is about allowing yourself to be reawakened, rebirthed with a new thought, with a new mindset, with a new understanding of yourself and your environments that you are creating. Because essentially in this card, she's literally, her body as it grows, excuse me, her body as it grows or decomposes and changes, it grows roses from it, and roses are a symbol of love. So it's this sense of she's recognizing that her environment, even in this state, not only is she still protected, but she's also growing in that protection while being vulnerable, while being open to all the elements. But it's like, what are you surrounding yourself with? So if there is or has been situations where you feel like you can't get into a relationship because you're like, I don't know if I can fully trust her, dive in and create that. Or if you are in a relationship, it's like, I don't know if I can truly be vulnerable and open and express this. It's like, how will you truly actually start knowing unless you start implementing things that are going to show you the results of what you keep thinking in your head? Like, if I do this, if I say this, just start doing it. Because that's where the true change comes from in the world. 6 of Wands is action, it's energy, it's that physical energy, that fire energy. So when you're able to physically do stuff, people that are supposed to be around you and surrounding you and seeing you truly blossom, unearth, come out of that germination period, they will be there. They're blossoming around, and they got the cannabis weeds, and they're elevated. So if you are going to either feel like this is what happens after you get some type of clarity, even more chaos and then change, no, Spirit is like, switch that. You can't tell if they're up or if they're down. That's the whole point of 69. That change that you don't know what's it, we don't know what's it. It's baby. It's just there. So change the framing of mindset, because that Swords energy is also about that mental understanding and clarity. So your ancestors like, don't shield yourself off from being just vulnerable with us, just open with us. Do that with other people and see what happens. Either they accept it and you know what to do, or they admire it and they hold up their own batons and jubilation, thank you, and praise of yours as well. Let's see. Anything else for power 1? I think we are good. Yeah, no, we're not taking all that. We'll take the top and the bottom. Thank you. Yeah, glad I did. Yeah, Death card. Literally Scorpio energy. A lot of water energy. 69 Cancer energy. Cups energy 5. And then Scorpio energy. So could have water in your chart. They could have water in their chart. So that could be significant. But yes, death is something. So that way you can actually truly plant seeds of a new energy. Y'all can read it as it's being read. Y'all can read it as it's being read. You have to flip your perspective. You can't go back. So if we can't go back, what are we going to implement that's going to actually change it for you and for others around you? Let's go ahead and get your affirmation out. You need to fuck. What do you say? What did Kendall Lamar say? We wind up fucking until the connection is restored. Hey. Sometimes that's what people do. And then you just talk and release and let it go. It's like, shit, well, it's all out there. Yeah, I guess you need some post-nut clarity. Shit. They say get some post-nut clarity, child. Get some post-nut clarity, child. Swear we can only take one. Which one we taking? Not the train gone by, as they say both. Trains is the sign of ancestors. So I am going to read the fuck out of these, okay? We have unique power. And it's funny because look, okay, vulnerability, open, that sacral chakra energy, orange, eating orange cake, like eating things that can also pull into the power. You know, you can't move, you can do other things too, baby. You can always tap into it. It says, my uniqueness separates me from the monotony of others, and I find great joy in this. Blending in is no longer in my vocabulary. I will shine like the moon and stars over everyone I meet. I will never again let others diminish my light. Okay, and of course, these will be down in the description below. We have action taker. To carry me forth into the life I want to live, I will focus on my actions. I allow myself to think, to plan, and to pause. However, I will not get stuck in this mindset. To grow and learn, I take external steps to improve my state of being. Okay? So that has been your ancestral reading, pile number 1. I love you. Love yourselves more. And until next time, my darling. Hello, pile number 2. I'm number 2. I hope that you are doing amazing. I hope that you were doing well. Yes, let's go ahead and get into this. I do want to say that you have some great synchronicities happening around you at this time. Because even as I was shuffling the cards, I don't know if you could see or not, but it was like a shuffle and then I had to do it this way. And sometimes it doesn't always go in. There's a little bit of struggle. I take sign of that, but it went in with ease. It almost looked like it was going to be a struggle. And I was like, okay, ooh, I like that. I like that. And then to start your reading off at 555. Essentially, this change, this new beginning, this shift. So I'm excited to see what the ancestors have for you. And let's get into this. We got Rana Rudy. Loyalty. Okay. I feel like you have been quite loyal to your spiritual practices, but also just this loyal energy to yourself. I like this. I like this. I feel like you're ready for a change. I feel like this change, though, is going to come in a way that allows you to truly trust. I feel like with this loyalty coming in, I feel like you have been a hard definition of what loyalty is, but you haven't quite experienced that all the time, possibly except for on the spiritual side. Like, well, but it feels like it's this shift of like it being a small few people possibly that you're like, okay, I truly trust. And even then it's just like, but is it going to be like this full reign of like, okay, I think I can trust, because anytime there was a change, there was a shift, there was a move, it was like, oh, it almost felt like you were being guided by something else and not yourself. And so they kind of led you in a way of being like, no. We got to shift that. Yeah, let's see what Spirit got for you. We already doing it. Yeah. Like I said, I feel like something else was leading you in this moment. There's something behind this. That's hilarious. I love that. Ascension by Vince Staples and Gorillas. What is happening under here? Okay. And then we have, I'm optimistic and positive for my future now. It feels like I said, this change. Like, I love when the cards just get a little extra. Like I said, this synchronicity of lining up, and even down to the pink and the orange in here, the pink and the orange in here. It's like your synchronicities have been lining up because your faith, you have a faith of I guess we'll say a sunflower seed for the fuck of it all. But it's just like your faith, no matter what it looks like. And I feel like people also notice that because sunflower seeds are quite, depending on which ones you get, they could be big, but they're a lot bigger than a mustard seed, but they don't realize that your faith never shrinks. It just continues to grow. And I feel like Spirit is wanting you to have faith in other things, trust in other things as well, too. And so they're thank you. Sorry, my bad. They are push you into not only a mindset, but an energy, a state of being. I'm seeing like the little Teletubby. Like a face behind here, into this energy of just freeness, of laughter, of joy. Let me see if there's anything. I'm so sorry. I think there is not, though. It says the expansive blue sky reminds you to go out and soak in the pure love of the sun. I was reading two things at once in two different places. It says, when Rana shows up for you, ask yourself, am I being an ally to those who benefit from my voice? Am I being an ally to myself? Where might I not be showing up for myself in ways that ripple out into the world? And sometimes being dependent on people or having this energy and trust in other people, and then it's almost like don't fiend for change is a disappointment when it shifts in your life and when it ascends in your life. Thank you. Because I feel like I said, it feels like that's kind of what it was, but it's because you were dependent on other energies. But when you're dependent on self and spirit, it's like you can see a whole lot more things in a way that's better. It's almost like trusting a guard dog. And it does say sits next to her dog. It's an allyship. It says it's a consistent friend. It doesn't have any outreaching, but I will be adding your questions down below. You know, I like to ask those questions. So it's really ask yourself, and like I said, it's this sense, do you trust yourself enough to be dependent on yourself? Ancestors like, we got you. You know, we got you. Can you do it though? Are you set up? Or it's almost like what the fuck? What? I'm seeing Drake and Josh for some reason. I don't know why that's significant. I'm seeing that worse. Yeah, I don't remember who was who. I forgot who was who. I'm so sorry. But I remember. Yes, I do remember now. I remember Drake always used to like do some like shiesty shit sometimes to Josh. Or just be like, and then he'll blame it on himself just being stupid. I mean, like, I didn't know, but it was always these things. I don't know. Spirit showed me that. I don't. But it's like, no, like, oh, I was also having another conversation. I feel like that's also what you do. You speak in a sense of vulnerability with your spirit team as well, and so that's why you have this high ascension. But that's also why you feel like you can see so much potential in other people. But it's time for you to see optimism and positivity in your own future and now, and not just in other people. It's time to start portraying that mirror to yourself. I think they said something about that in here. Did they not? Am I wrong? Yeah, it triggers only a mirror for the self to realize that everyone is the same, nor should they be. I love that for me. But it's this energy, thank you, Spirit, of where you're recognizing that and taking that in of like, okay, and everybody is the same. So I have to start recognizing that if there's going to be a change in my life, it's going to be because I recognize that. If I'm relying on other people and they change, and this, it's just like, it's too much. It's too much for you right now. It's time for you to focus on you. That's what it is. I'm present here and listening. Please tell me. And then we have divine union. Ooh, coming right out with the card. Not even after the card, with the card. So it's going to be some divine union coming in where somebody's going to really want to hear about you. You're ascending away from being dependent on other people. And the fact that it keeps saying from my future now, present here and now. So as you're becoming more grounded. You could be getting out in nature a whole lot more, wanting to get out in nature. That is so hilarious. We got skies falling, asteroid, and then rush. So we're helping what were we writing? I think we're writing rush. I don't know who wrote that one. We'll have a conversation later. Thank you. But it's this, skies, it's like this. I like this. They're coming in to show you that you can trust in other people again. Something may have happened. Like I said, it's this Drake and Josh energy where I feel like, dang, not everybody is the same. Not everybody, okay. But you have to be loyal to yourself. You have to be loyal to you. Anything else I was in? We got polyamorous coming in here. I'm hearing divine partnerships. Not just relationships, but in business as well. Thank you, Spirit. You don't like me, and that's fine. I'm opening my heart space. Yeah. I feel like when you start being more yourself, you're starting to realize that, because green is heart chakra energy, and the fact that this is right. Like I said, your synchronicities are, you can have a lot of synchronicities when you are around the right people and around the right rooms. We got only human coming in here because, baby, That's what this is, a human experience. And then it literally says, I'm created from my own creations. Your synchronicities are like this. It's a whole conversation, a whole remedy, a whole understanding. It's your story. Once you become more present with self, it allows you to come in with people that are divinely there for you and remove what is not. Because no matter what's happening, you're moving in a heart space that is allowing you to live for you. It's time for you to be loyal to you, loyal to your voice, loyal to your experiences, and not just being there for the potential of others. Because at the end of the day, this is how it is. This is how it's working out. And it's just, you know, if you want to get done, you know, if you got a lot to do. And I feel like you're ready to get up and just live. Yeah, it's a chicken Josh energy. Because I always thought, like, you really do not fuck with him. Like, every now and again, they have those moments, and I'm like, that is some fuck ass shit. What the fuck? That is some fuck ass shit. Like, the way he was just like, I was like, no, I'm not that. No, thank you. No, thank you. Because who you really are is Megan. Thank you, Spirit. I'm playing. Let's go ahead and get you an affirmation here. How are we feeling? This one? No. Thank you. They're feeling this one today. Purple is their color. And I'll tell you this, because there was something that I was saying and I forgot and lost track and I started talking about something else. If that happens and you cannot remember, take that as a sign to keep your mouth shut. If you remember later on while you away from them and it comes, that's a sign. It doesn't even say that it has to be anything bad or negative about the person. But Spirit wants you to just be a little bit more closed-lipped about things, because new bonds, and what do we say, divine unions, polyamorous new partnerships, being more outspoken, allowing for that clarity of who needs to be there, who's not, being quiet when you need to be. Come on, Spirit, so your synchronicities are like boom, boom. It's like this should just be a confirmation for sure. Let's go ahead and read these, and of course these will also be down below with your questions. We got new bonds. Healthy relationships are forthcoming in my near future. When I least expect it, I will welcome new, flourishing people into my life. I manifest positive meetings, conversations, and introductions, and relinquish this control to the universe. Ashe. My relationships and myself are two separate entities. What are we talking about? I love this. So when I'm feeling poorly, this does not mean my relationships are struggling, and vice versa. The separation allows me a better sense of identity and a stronger bond with those closest to me. And the fact that you're getting new bonds coming in here, and it literally says a stronger bond, y'all, down to the inscriptions of the words, you will know you're moving on more of a divine path. The way that sunflowers face towards the sun without having to be told, face towards the sun, moving the entire body, is like, that's what you're doing. You're moving more with this solar plexus energy, this opening energy that's grounded and rooted in knowing what you are worthy of and capable of and living in that. Yes. Well, I love you, pile number 2. Love yourselves more. And until next time. Hello. Pile number 3. Hope that you are doing amazing, phenomenal, and, well, we are going to get straight into this. But as we do, I want to say that I know that you guys are definitely like the spiritual part, like your connection with not just your ancestors, but just the universe, God, yourself, like it's quite strong. It is quite strong. And it's like this energy, like it represents itself. You have a very organic, strong aura energy. That when you just come around, it's like a shift of whatever. It's almost like this intergalactic, charismatic energy that you have, and it's very powerful. It's almost like unheard of to others, but so natural to you. And it comes from like this deep place. Like even the way I'm like shifting everything to make more room for you is like that's kind of the energy you walk with. It's like you're gonna have to make more room for me. You're gonna have to make more space for me. Like my messages are too big, my blessings are too big, my thoughts are too big, my energy's too big. Like I needed to match all of that. I need you to kind of clean it up a little bit. And not saying it was dirty, but it was just like, no. I'm gonna need you to kind of I'm gonna need my space. And I feel like that's what your ancestors are setting up and doing for you. It's like you've been needing your space, your time, your energy, all of this. And so Spirit is like, let's go ahead and set this up for you. Let me make sure your camera make sure everything's good. Let me get it. Okay. There we go. You do not want to go up, do you? I'm so sorry, y'all. There we go. Okay. Now, look. Even adjusting it is like, yep, go ahead, get it. It's like everything. Everything got to be set up and I like that. I enjoy that because it's already setting the tone before I even get into the reading for you. It's already setting that tone. So what I'm pulling into is y'all finna be setting the tone with your blessings, setting the tone with your energy, setting the tone when you just walk into the room and people just motherfucking know. It's just this energy where they know not to come with you with no bullshit. They just know not to come to you with no bullshit. And so we're going to flip over your card and see what you got here. Oh, right, let me drink a little bit. Nanaboruku. Essence. Nanaboruku. Essence. That in itself. Come on. Essence? She is literally in the... Oh my goodness. Y'all got Nanaboruku. If I remember right, she is the holder of knowledge and information. Let me go ahead and pull it out. Essence? Like that, like I said, is something that is unspoken, something that is old, something that is known, that may be difficult or unknown to others, but at ease for yourself. Let's go ahead and pull you into it. Alrighty. It says she is the grandmother keeper of the Orisha oracles for the Fan people of Africa. So like I said, I knew it. I was like, she's a scribe, but I couldn't remember exactly. But she is the keeper of oracles, which is, to put her name in terms, a scribe. Okay? It says she is revered as the most influential deity in Western Africa's theology. I'm sorry, it distracts me. Okay? It says, when this card appears to you, it is time to remember that your essence is here long before your physical being. It also says if you are having issues with your maternal aspects, Nanaboruku comes forward to help with all of these issues. So you've been having mommy issues as well. But like I said, it's this energy where you have this presence, but way beforehand. It's just like it speaks for itself. I love when spirit be right on the nose and the nose be right on spirit. So it's this understanding and taking things in. Like I said, spirit is going to be loud. Like I said, she's the most influential. She got all the information, all of it. This is where the secrets are kept. This is where the dagger, it's got the protection. So it's this sacred dagger. It's this energy where everything about you cannot not be abundant, sacred, open, expansive, clear. And I feel like the way that I was clearing everything out is how your ancestors have been clearing everything out. So a lot of shifts, changes, and some of them can be like, oh, this is for the better. Some of them can be like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to do with this? How am I supposed to live? How am I supposed to breathe? Well, it could have been a lot of things, but it's this understanding that spirit was just clearing out the way because you needed a whole lot more. You needed to get the clear message, the understanding. So with her coming out here, it's that revelation here for you. Okay? Let's go ahead and see what spirit has in regards to your essence. I like that. Oh yes, honey. Oh yes, the Judgment card coming out with the Page of Swords, as well as with the Hermit and the Two of Pentacles. Love this, love this, love this. Like I said, your ancestors is going to be loud, outspoken. It's going to be a shift in your favor, a change in your command, an opening in your opportunities, a domination in your field. This is what it was always meant to be. It was always going to be and has always will be. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, always is, always does. You got the Page of Swords coming out with the Hermit card. This knowledge that you know and how to expand that, how to explore on that, how to be inquisitive, but also when to go inside of self. Knowing that I'm never alone. Spirit is always with me. Ancestors, God. I have this inner knowledge. This Hermit energy, Virgo energy, is the only physical body energy, right, in the zodiac. It's this energy of knowing the power that holds to be here, but also the knowledge of what it means to be a spiritual being. Somebody that can go between dimensions and realms. Somebody that can manifest. Somebody that can experience love and laughter, life, pain, this energy. You're recognizing it's a revelation of both, which leads to that balance of abundance. Pentacles are heavy as fuck, okay? Heavy, but you you do it with ease. She makes it look effortless, but it's a time, hours of practice, intention, devotion. It didn't just happen overnight. She got 1 foot down and 1 foot up. She knows how to balance her body weight. She understands it. A lot to do with the body. You have been coming to terms with your body, which is perfectly fine. It's just like, this is who my body is. This is how it works. It's this understanding of like, okay, I'm going to learn to allow my body and cherish it and see what it can do for me. Recognizing that it's one. While I'm here, it's one. And so you are coming into let's get into the blessings, Spirit. Let's go ahead and get into the blessings. Ah, shit. Let's get into the blessings. Temperance, a lot of balance energy. Spirit is like, let's not limit. Sag is literally the Jupiter planet, expansion planet, luck planet. 777, green energy, bounty energy. Like I said, expansion energy. God has smiled on me. He's been good to me. You got the Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, open opportunities, open doors. Like, it is, as far as your mind can think and see, the abundance going, the expansion going, the career, the wealth, the good health, the peace. Pentacles is that also that earth, that abundant energy. You got the Ace of Pentacles, this dragon energy. It is a galaxy. It keeps going. So as far as your mind is ready to expand with your ancestors, to continuously wake itself up as far as it can be, why can't you have it? Why can't it be yours? Because now we got the Ace of Cups, abundant pleasure, joy, experiences. with grace, with divinity, with royalty. Like I said, I have to clear shit out of the way. Don't shit like that. Okay. I have to clear shit out of the way for you. Because you're not accepting anything less than the best. And she ain't even holding it with all her hands. Look, she just kind of holding it tight to her chest with her little 2 fingers out. She ain't even just got the pink out. She said, I'm a real rich bitch. I'm experiencing a whole lot more things than one, because I'm taking both of these things and pouring it into my y'all. I love the spirit and ancestors telling a story today. Just diving into it. Yeah. Now the swords in reverse. No more sleepless nights. You've been doing that shadow work of realizing, like, what the fuck am I doing? What the hell am I doing? What am I doing that for? I don't need to do that. Exactly. King of Swords. I don't need to do that. I know who the fuck I am. And Spirit, you're going to keep reminding me who the fuck I am. I can go pull from the archives and realize, who the fuck am I? This is who I am. We got the Knight of Cups coming out here. Yes. Recognizing your worth and protecting that. Guarding that. Holding on to that. Keeping that steadfast. You are prosperous in every way that can possibly be imaginable. It is time for you to recognize that. Tap into it. Because like I said, it may look easy to others, but it ain't been easy. But recognize that at least there's so much more. In the end of all the stress and worry inside of your head. Get out of your head and get into that body. Get into that movement. Get into that shit. And keep relying on your ancestors. Because like I said, they moving shit out of the way. Especially since you've already been putting in the work, they're moving shit out of the way. They ready. Okay, let's get into your affirmation here. Bless me. Spirit, what you got for problem one thing? I was suddenly thinking about, it's a specific brand too. Daring is a vegan brand of like vegan chicken, and they have these buffalo wings, and now I suddenly have that in my mouth. Spirit told me to say, so I'm saying it like it'll be significant. I don't know, but I'm seeing like that, and it could just be buffalo wings. It doesn't have to, but that's what in particular I'm getting. And no, I don't have that in my house right now, so it ain't that. I love this. Anything else? I love it. Okay, let's get into this acceptance. To have total acceptance of others, I must first gain full acceptance of myself. And you have with that temperance energy, that understanding energy, that coming into it energy, like, yes, that, come on, baby, that 2 of Pentacles. That hermit match, that you get it, we got it, we was there. So you allow yourself to, I'm gonna just read it. So I allow myself to live as me. Now how I want others to perceive me, nothing I do is upsetting, embarrassing, or intolerable. I simply am me, and that is good enough. Like I said, your essence speaks for itself. Your presence came in. I said, pound number 3 in my spiritual path. They said, get the move this shit out the way. It speaks for itself. So as soon as you start accepting that, even if you make people uncomfortable by you just being you, that should also let you know, like, okay, I can't stop being me, and I won't stop being me. So you're just gonna have to be either uncomfortable, depending on what the situation is, or I'm gonna move myself around, and you can move around. But I'm not changing, and you're stepping into that. We got unexpected growth. Like I said, that abundance. I will remember perfection is impossible. Mistakes are inevitable and do not cause evil in my life. Failures are how I learn, grow, and manifest my best self. I will embrace my perceived missteps with open arms and welcome the experience into my life. And that's that Page of Swords energy, as I was saying. Because Page of Swords, I always like to call it college kid energy. It's inquisitive. It's knowledge. I know a lot. I don't know a lot, but I'm going to understand. I'm going to grow. And that also allows you to rely on your own body and mind. So with this unexpected growth, as soon as you start like just accepting yourself and who you are and what it means to be you, abundance is what follows. Seeds is what follows. Okay? So I love you. Love yourselves more. And until next time.